it's Caitlyn, and this video has been a bit of a long time coming. So I've been telling people, I've been saying in some of my videos, I'm kind of not necessarily out of content, but slower on content because I'm really watching what I'm buying now. In fact, I took another look through the collection and even picked out more stuff that I could put up for sale in a couple whenever I get more packing material in, because I'm actually running low because I've been selling a bit on Mercari. I will be starting putting my Mercari link in the description box below as well. So if there's anything you guys want, I'm trying to put stuff down a little bit below PPG pricing, because really I just want it gone, and if anything I can make on it I'll be happy with. Some of it is a bit above PPG value, it just depends on, but that's like the lower end pops. Like if it's worth $8, I'm putting it for 10. But if it's worth 15, I'm putting it for 10. So, most of the time. So, if you guys would go check that out, it'd be much appreciated. But yeah, I've been trying to slow down on buying and taking care of what I'm buying. In fact, I even canceled a couple orders today. Because I'm really just watching what I buy now. But my friend Andrew has put it in a couple comments. Saying that I should do a top 5 villains video, because I love the villains. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. So top 5 villains. I also tried to go different fandoms as well. I could have done a top 5. If I didn't do the fandoms thing, every single thing would have been DC. So let me know if that's something else you guys want. If you want to do like a top 5 DC villain, or even character. I don't think I've ever done character. I've done the top 5 worst pops in DC Comics in my collection before. But I've never done like the best. So let me know if that's something you guys want to see. I might do it anyway just because I just now thought of it. But anyway, so top 5 characters. Or top 5 villains in my collection. So for Marvel, I chose Mr. Sinister. I've always been hugely into X-Men. I loved X-Men the animated series as a kid. I remember watching it actually for the first time in like, it was probably like the summer between my 6th, no, it was during 7th grade. It was 7th grade when I first watched it, and yeah, that was way, I think this series started in 92, I believe. I was born in 93, so it was way past it. I remember picking it up on DVD, and literally I was binge watching animated series for 3 solid days during like spring break or something, and it was freaking awesome. I fell in love with that series so quick. But Mr. Sinister was an awesome villain because he creeped you out. He was just a villain that you just absolutely hated. Because he wanted to pretty much like take control of Cyclops and Jean Grey, and they're not even my favorite characters, but I still hated this guy for touching them. So, he was not a character you were meant to like. It's in his name, Sinister. He was meant to be hated. I absolutely loved to hate this guy. So freaking cool. He thought mutants were kind of like his tools almost to create a perfect race, if I remember correctly. I'm not that knowledgeable about him just because Marvel's not my thing as much as DC is, but I still remember watching those episodes and just getting like chills from this guy. So number 5 is Mr. Sinister. Also, this pop was gifted to me from my friends Tyler and Cherie over at Home Swing Geek, because I couldn't find this guy in good condition in my area. So that's another reason why it's top 5, because it was also a gift. Now, I tried to limit it to like villains who stayed villains, you know, because I'm a huge sucker. I am a huge sucker for characters who start out evil and then turn good. Those will always be my favorite characters. If there's a character that does that in his fandom, that's my favorite character. Doesn't matter who they are, that's my favorite character. So I tried to stick to characters who stayed evil, who stayed villains, but I couldn't do it. So, next is Zelena from Once Upon a Time. So Zelena from Once Upon a Time was the Wicked Witch of the West. She was the older sister to Regina, the Evil Queen. And I just fell completely in love with her. I just remembered watching for the first time and just hoping that she would turn good, and we got a few hints that she would turn good. And finally, when she did become, like, on the hero side, she became my instant favorite. Regina is still really amazing to me. I love Regina as a character, but I love her sister more. I just loved her quirkiness, her sassiness, her humor, and also her sinisterness, because she really was pure evil. Like, there was a point in the story where she was willing to sacrifice the life of an infant to get her way, and then she just becomes, like, total 360, really starting out when she has a baby of her own. So even though that was kind of by ill-gotten means as well, but I fell in love with Zelena. And also, Funko, you missed a big opportunity to make a chase of this one with the green skin, because if you haven't watched What's My Time, the reason the Wicked Witch has green skin is literally because she's green with envy. She runs on jealousy throughout the most of her reign as the witch over Oz. So that's the reason why she's green, is because she's super jealous of her sister. So I think it was a wasted opportunity not to do that. I do like that she's in her witch's costume. So really freaking cool. Absolutely love this pop so much. It's not worth that much. In fact, I don't think either of these pops are worth much. But I love absolutely all of these. This one has gone up. All of the Sailor Moon pops keep going up in price. I still want them to make more, please. But this is Black Lady from Sailor Moon. This was a 2018 Summer Convention exclusive, shared with Hot Topic. And again, this is another character. She didn't really start out evil. This is Chibiusa, which is the future daughter of Sailor Moon. Has come back to the past to pretty much help Sailor Moon to keep the evil from taking over the future. And she ends up getting brainwashed by the villain Wise Man into becoming Black Lady. So he kind of ages her up into a young woman, same age as like Sailor Moon, who are like teenagers. And she becomes evil for a few episodes. You can see the dark moon symbol on her forehead, the sheer of her clothes, sheer material of her clothes. I love this. I think it would have been neat if they had put Sailor P in there with her, because Sailor P was kind of one of the reasons why she got her memories back, so to speak, and turned good again. But again, we don't have that many villains from Sailor Moon. We have her and Queen Beryl. That's it. And I prefer Black Lady to Queen Beryl, even though Queen Beryl is evil and stays evil. But I love the concept of turning a sweet, innocent kid, spoiled brat, but a sweet kid, little kid, into what her family is fighting against. So I really like that concept. And I have memories of this pop as well, because this was the year during SDCC, I went to the mall, and the Hot Topic door was locked. Like, the employees couldn't get in. Something happened with the lock on the door, and it literally would not let the employees in. Their keys did not work. And I was going to Hot Topic first to get this, because this was my highest priority. So I went down to GameStop, picked up the pops I needed there, and I was I went there, and then there was somewhere else I needed to go that day that I had an appointment for. I had to go there in time. And we were all trying to wait outside the Hot Topic door to wait for the locksmith to come to open it for us. And there was like probably about six of us waiting outside, including the 2 employees. Not that much. There's not that many collectors in my area, or at least there wasn't back then. But yeah, they ended up taking down our orders for the Funko Pops and holding them for us until that afternoon. The ladies just took our orders pretty much outside, wrote them down, which ones we wanted and what our names were. And that was the only time they put on hold the pops for us, because they couldn't really control it. Usually they're not allowed to do stuff like that, but they allowed it that time. And it was funny, when I came back that afternoon to pick up my pops, they said the locksmith never even showed up. One of their friends was coincidentally at the mall, and he picked the lock for them. So that was just funny. I'll never forget that. But so that's another reason that it just has a memory to me. Now this one, also a Hot Topic exclusive. Now, Once Upon a Time is technically Disney. It's owned by Disney. But it's also like an offshoot. It's not like classic Disney. So I'm allowing them to be separate things, because I can't not put Hades in here. Now, it's a really big draw between Hades and Maleficent, which is my favorite. So I kind of went back to that. If I have a choice, I need to make it for the one that actually stays the villain. So I did. So this is Hades from Hercules. This is the original Chase version, the glow-in-the-dark one. I do not have the diamond one yet. It's on my wish list. I'm gonna get it eventually, just not yet. That's another thing. With all the pops that I'm selling, I get the ones that I actually want. So Diamond Hercules will eventually make his way into my collection. But this is the Glow Chase from Hot Topic. Absolutely love this. I did end up getting this on resale. I forgot. I don't know. It was way over retail that I paid for it, but honestly, it was worth it, because I absolutely love this. I fell in love with this when it came out. It makes total sense, because, you know, when Hades gets super angry, he turns red, and the blue fire turns to red, which is kind of ironic when you think about it, because blue flame is hotter than red. So I think it's kind of funny how he's meant to be like heating up, but he's technically, when you think about it, logically he's cooling down. So I just thought that was always kind of funny. But I love the Hercules movie. It's one of my favorite Disney movies. I love the characters. There's not a single character in the Hercules movie that I dislike. I've always loved it ever since I've seen it. And yeah, Hades is just a memorable character. Again, he's one of those villains that's meant to be more comedic, but still hateable. So, absolutely love this. Again, Hercules is one of my favorites. Now, this last one may surprise a lot of people. I am not this one is DC. And there's a lot that I could have chosen. In fact, I looked through all the DC villains. I love them all for different reasons. But if it comes down to it, if there's one that I wanted in my collection more than anything else, if there's one that makes me happy just to own more than any of them, honestly, Martha Wayne as the Joker, Hot Topic exclusive. This thing, I don't know why, I love Flashpoint so much, because it takes the characters that we love and shows them in a completely different light, and absolutely fell in love with this. I am not a huge Joker fan, like the actual, like, real Joker. I'm not a fan of. He's okay, he's just not my favorite. Martha Wayne Joker, absolutely freaking love her. So this is an older pop. Can I see the year on it? 2017. 2017 this pop came out. I got it right when it came out. Both it and the Thomas Wayne Batman. I don't know if you can see it up there, but I rearranged the background so that I could put more pops up top. And these two went up there with it, this one and Thomas Wayne. Absolutely love it. Again, Flashpoint. Amazing, amazing storyline. It's one of the most popular ones in DC history, because, again, you see like an evil version of Wonder Woman, an evil version of Aquaman. What would it be like if the Themyscira and Atlantis was at war with each other? What would it be like if Clark Kent, or Kal-El, I should say, wasn't found by the Kents? What would happen if Bruce Wayne died instead of Thomas and Martha that day in Death Alley. So this is amazing. Absolutely love the story. I love that she has her hammer in hand. The green eyes, like the dark green eyes, it's just amazing. I do kind of wish it was more like the artwork on the side where it's a bit of a lighter scheme, so you can see the pop is actually much darker than the artwork, like the green on it, but I don't really care. Absolutely love this pop. I love Flashpoint. I've read the comics, I've watched the movie, absolutely freaking love it. And everything in that universe changed just because the Flash decided to go back in time to change one thing, and his entire life is different, and his friends' entire lives are different, and it's just incredible, honestly. So yeah, in fact, the new box for the World's Finest collection is actually Flashpoint themed. So, and I know I got mine on auto renewal, so I just got the confirmation that it was ordered today. So if I remember, I may go ahead and leave the link in the description box below in case any of you guys are interested. I did see a spoiler on the statue that's going to be in that box, the little vinyl statue. I'm excited. I'm excited for that. And also, this is in a hard stack. Now, Hades and Black Lady are both up in price a teeny bit. Black Lady more than Hades, so they're in soft protectors. I don't put all my pops in protectors. I know a lot of people do. I don't care. But I have finally purchased enough hard stacks to put all the ones in the back in them. So that's why she's in a hard stack, just because she's in the back. I don't think she's worth that much. But the higher I put these things, the more likely they are to fall. So I put them all in hard stacks just to be safe. And yeah, so that's why she's in a hard stack and these others aren't. Even though I know she's nowhere near Black Lady's price. And I don't think she's close to Hades either, but that's why she's in a hard stack. But yeah, I absolutely love these villains. Every single one of them. Let me know what your favorite villain of all time is, guys. The villains are just as lovable to me as, or I guess I should say memorable. They're not always lovable, like Sinister, but I absolutely love the villains. You can't help but adore the villains. They're memorable. They're just amazing. Their powers, their backstories are always amazing, and a lot of times they're more interesting than the hero's backstory is. So you gotta love the villains. You gotta love the villains. No matter what fandom you're in, you gotta love the villains. So let me know what your favorite villain of all time is, guys. And this was a very fun thing to do. Let me know if you guys want to see the top 5 DC Pops minus Martha, because she's already been done. But let me know if you guys want to see that. And yeah, thank you, Andrew, for giving me the idea for this video. And if I end up missing upload days, I usually upload Tuesday, Thursdays, and Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. If I end up missing a post, guys, I'm sorry. I'll try again later. That's all I can promise you. I'm going to hope this video comes out Saturday. I'm actually filming it on Friday, so I need to edit tonight. But yeah, guys, if you guys are watching this on the day it comes out, watch out, or a couple days after, make sure to tune in Monday night on Homespun Geeks channel. I will be there as co-host for Homespun Happy Hour, along with Sassy Caitlyn and Fritzy Funko, or just Fritzy. Sorry, I keep forgetting he's changed his name. So Fritzy, just plain Fritzy. And our guests are going to be Toy Box Treasure Hunters and Robert Breaks YouTube. Or sorry, everyone keeps changing their names and it confuses me. King Bob's Adventures and Collecting, whatever the hell he's calling himself nowadays, Bobbert, is going to be there as well. So you guys can come and hang out with us. With all of us there, it's bound to be a riot. So definitely come check us out on Monday night at 6 o'clock Central Time on Homespun Geeks channel. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any more ideas for top 5s or whatever, put it in the description box below or the comment section below. I might just do it if I think it's fun enough. But thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, like always, it's a community, not a competition. I'll see y'all later. Bye.